Everybody knows the big four of thrash, but what about deathcore? What about death metal? What about technical death metal? What about brutal death metal? Well, that's why I'm here, to answer those questions. I've come up with a big four for 8 different subgenres, so I'll just be going through that list. That's what this video is. First up, we have old school death metal, and I've chosen Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Deicide, and Obituary. I think those are pretty good picks. You know, when I think of old school death metal, those are the 4 that come up. Another one that, like a runner-up, I guess, would be Autopsy. But yeah, that's my pick. Next up, we have nu metal. I'm going Slipknot, Korn, Linkin Park, and Limp Bizkit. Now, 2 out of those 4 aren't even nu metal, Slipknot and Linkin Park, but they did enough for the genre to be considered in the big 4 of nu metal. Next pick is metalcore. And my big 4 for that is Asking Alexandria, Bring Me the Horizon, Trivium, and Killswitch Engage. I think those are great picks, and like they really did a lot for the genre. For deathcore, I'm gonna have to give it to All Shall Perish, Chelsea Grin, Whitechapel, and Suicide Silence. Now, I've been saving the best for last. First up, we're gonna go with deathgrind, and I have Carcass, Benighted, Aborted, and Cattle Decapitation. Aborted and Cattle Decapitation, they're pretty much a blend of everything, but I know them for deathgrind, even if they aren't deathgrind anymore. And the other 2 are pretty self-explanatory. Now, for these final 3, we have brutal death metal, technical death metal, and slam. You know, the big 3, the trio. I'm going to start off with brutal death metal. Now, for this one, I did have some confusion, but I limited myself to have 1 band per classification. So, for brutal death metal, I have Suffocation, Dying Fetus, Cryptopsy, and Disgorge. I wanted to put Devourment there, but Devourment is part of the big 4 of slam, and I didn't want it to be crossover. So for slam, we're going to have Devourment, Cerebral Incubation, Cephalotripsy, and Internal Bleeding. And now finally we have technical death metal. This is going to be Necrophagist, Death, Spawn of Possession, and Nile. Now this is like probably the most divisive one, because who would go in the big 4 of technical death metal aside from Necrophagist and Death? So the other 2 I kind of just chose based on seniority as well as Spawn of Possession being awesome. Those are my picks. Those are the ones I have. Thanks for watching.